Well, Danny, the international break gives us a great opportunity to catch up with you and discuss what a fantastic start it's been to the season for your under-18s. Top of Premier League North, unbeaten in the league, plenty to smile about.
Yeah, it's been a good start. You know, to be honest though, I think the expectations were high. I know when we spoke, start of the season, we spoke about finishing fourth and that was great. But I did think this group needs to kick on. And also I said at the time, as much as being top of the league is brilliant, you know, they've been unbeaten until recently, scored a lot of goals, played an exciting style of football. It's still got to be, you know, that next step for them and prepping them for that. And it's been great to see, you know, even Charles, first year scholar, get an opportunity with the 21s. And credit to Bucko Briggsy and the staff for putting those young lads in and trusting them, giving them that opportunity when they're ready. So yeah, both performances on the pitch, definitely exciting, but then lads still getting opportunities.
To look at the league form for a moment, 5 wins out of 6. I make it 25 goals scored, 5 past Liverpool, 6 past Stoke, 6 past Blackburn as well. I mean, as you say, it's certainly entertaining style, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and it should be. You know, I think when you're working in an academy, you're looking to get a style of play really that develops players for the highest level. That's what we want to be. We want to be developing players ready for the Premier League. And you look at a style now in the Premier League, it's not only about running, working hard, pressing, trying to win the ball back as high as possible, but it's also about dominating the ball. So there's definitely been, I wouldn't say any shift in focus, but we've certainly tried to bring the in-possession stuff alongside the standard that the out-of-possession stuff was last season. And I think you've seen that in the amount of possession we've had, you know, often up around 60, 65%, so dominating the ball, but it's been with a purpose, which has been important for us. It's going somewhere and we're creating a lot of chances. And to be honest, it's just been a really clinical period for us.
I know what coaches are like. Only 1 clean sheet so far. Is that an area that you do want to tighten up?
Definitely. Do you know what? It's not easy to do, if I'm honest, at 18s football. It's not exactly the same as first team. Games are a little bit transitional. They are more open. If you look right across the 18s score lines across the country, there's not many clean sheets at all. But interestingly, it's something that Jono spoke about quite a bit this season, almost taking more pride in that. We've had games where we've been a number of goals up and then maybe conceded one late. And I did think there was points where it maybe didn't quite hurt enough. And then a turning point where we really had a chance to speak about it was the Blackburn game, 6-0 up. And, you know, at that point, lads putting their bodies on the line, making sure they still recovered, they still did things right. And there's definitely got to be a sense of pride almost that we're not going to concede. And you certainly need that when you get to the next level. Scorelines come down a little bit, games can be tighter, and keeping that clean sheet can be the difference between finishing high up in the league and not. So it's important to develop those skills, and it's something certainly we've been looking at recently.
I know that your group will likely change as the season goes on. Players get more opportunities in 21s, maybe go out on loan, and that's the same for every team that you play as well. How do you sort of maintain the standards that you've set so far?
I think the first thing is recognising it yourself. So it's very easy. I think it's just human nature that people can get complacent when things are going well. So you have to be on top of it as a group of staff. Unfortunately, we have got a good group of staff at Derby where it almost polices itself. But then I think the next step is the lads need to police it. The players need to police it. You know, when standards drop in training, I know Banksy spoke about it as well, but that manner and the way that you conduct yourself around the club, you know, the way that you speak to everyone, not just the staff that you think are picking the team. I think those bits are really important, and it's remembering that it's that process that's been in place that's got you the success in the first place. So one, understanding that it's human nature, but two, making sure that we're in a place where we police it and we get to a stage where they really manage it themselves and make sure it doesn't happen. And I think you've seen that. You know, the second years now had a good season last season. You know, a lot of players kicked on. Some got first team opportunities, a lot got 21s opportunities. But it's important for them to not sit on their own in a silo. They've got first years now coming up. Some 16s have played this season. It's up to them to really manage that level. And I think they've done that well so far.